Hello students, good morning all of you. Today we are going to talk about the new chapter, that is fertilization in human. In previous class we studied talk about the gametogenesis process in which sperm and ovum are formed. Now in this chapter we will talk about the fertilization process. What is the fertilization? The fusion of haploid male gamete and female gamete is called fertilization. In another words, the combination of haploid male, it means sperm, and female ovum, and the fusion of pronucleus of both gametes is called fertilization process. Fertilization results in the formation of a diploid zygote. It means when two haploid cells are fused together, resultant a diploid cell is formed, which is called as zygote. So zygote is a diploid single cell structure. Where is the site of fertilization in female reproductive system? In human female, fertilization takes place in ampulla isthmus junction of fallopian tube or oviduct. Ampulla is the swollen structure of oviduct which convert into finger-like projection called as fimbriae, which case the egg cell. So there is a amphimixis in fertilization which involve karyogamy and plasmogamy. The fusion of pronucleus of gametes is called karyogamy, while mixing of the two sets of chromosome of two gametes is called as amphimixis. It means mix-up of sperm and ovum nuclei. Now another term, plasmogamy, when fusion of cytoplasm of both the gametes, it means mixing of cytoplasmic contents which involve all cell organelles are called as plasmogamy. Now, how many types of fertilization? The process of fertilization is of two types. First, external fertilization, and second one, internal fertilization. Firstly, we will talk about the external fertilization. In external fertilization, male and female gamete are fused together externally from the body. It means fertilization which occurs outside the body of parents in the aquatic medium, water, is called as external fertilization. This type of fertilization occurs in most of the fishes, for example, labio, which live in the fresh water, amphibians like frog, echinodermates like starfish. It means in echinodermates, amphibians and most of fishes, external fertilization occurs. Now second one, internal fertilization. In the internal fertilization, the fusion of gametes take place in female reproductive duct. It means in oviduct or fallopian tube. And this type of fertilization occurs in avies, which are oviparous. It means egg laying, reptiles, which are also egg laying, and viviparous, like all marsupials and eutherian mammals. In Mammalia class, 3 subclasses include Prototheria, Metatheria and Eutheria. Prototherian mammals are oviparous type, it means egg laying. Metatherian mammals consist of marsupial pouch, and eutherian mammals are true mammals which are viviparous, it means give rise to direct young ones. Now there is a term insemination. What is the insemination? The process of liberation of sperms by male in the body of female for internal fertilization is called insemination. Not. What is the artificial insemination? When sperms are collected artificially and stored after preservation, and fertilization is being done by inserting and liberating them in female uterus as needed, this process is called as artificial insemination. It means when sperms are collected artificially from male testes and delivered in the female uterus by artificial techniques called as artificial insemination. This process is used in improvement of breeds in livestock. It means this procedure is mostly used in animals to improve their breed. Sometimes it also used in human when woman is unable to conceive through sexual intercourse. Next, steps of fertilization. The process of fertilization involve following steps: fusion of sperm and ovum nuclei, first step approach of sperms to ovum, second entry of sperms into ovum, third cortical reaction, it means activation of ovum, and fourth fusion of pronuclei. So there are 4 steps for fertilization. In last step, male nuclei and female nuclei fuse together and form a zygote. Firstly, we will talk about the first step, approach of sperms to ovum. How to reach sperms to ovum? In fallopian tube, at the time of copulation or at the time of sexual intercourse, male ejaculates semen into the vagina of female close to cervix part. It means at the time of sexual intercourse, male ejaculates semen. What is the semen? Semen is a white liquid which consists of sperms and it delivers into the vagina part. It is called as insemination. Ejaculated semen contains approximately 300 to 400 million sperms. But all sperms cannot live in female reproductive tract. Out of them, about 100 million sperms are capable to reach up fallopian tube and 300 million sperms are destroyed because most of the sperms die due to acidic environment of female reproductive tract due to gland secretion. Many are eaten by phagocytic cells of vaginal epithelium cells. pH of vaginal secretion is acidic, which destroy the many numbers of sperms during copulation time, and some sperms are killed by phagocytic cells of vaginal epithelium cells. Next, sperm swims in seminal fluid at the rate of 1 to 4 mm per minute. This movement of sperms is due to the uterine contraction process and peristaltic movement of the fallopian tube. After reaching in the uterus, sperm move fastly because in uterus, uterine muscles present which start contraction and moving the sperms to oviduct. In oviduct, peristaltic movement occurs which increase the swimming rate of sperms. So, sperms move fastly to the oviduct. Now, sperms become capable for fertilization after some time the entry into the uterus. But all sperms are not capable to ovum fertilization. Note, the capacity of sperms or spermatozoa to fertilize ovum of the same species is called capacitation. What is the capacitation? Mammalian sperms fertilized only to mammalian ovum. Avian sperms fertilized only to avian egg. This type of capacity called as capacitation. In other words, the capability of fertilizing an ovum of its own species is known as sperm's capacitation, because On the surface of sperms and ovum, fertilizing and anti-fertilizing enzymes are present which interact each other and identify the species. Let's see the path of sperms in female genital system for fertilization. It is the uterus or womb in inward pear shape. In uterus, three type of layer present: epimetrium, myometrium, and innermost layer is endometrium. And uterine vessels are also found. Innermost membrane of uterus is muscular and thick compared to another two membranes. During sexual intercourse, semen ejaculated by male into the cervix part nearby the vagina. From cervix part, sperms reach up to uterus. In uterus, uterine muscles are found which increase the movement of sperms, and most of sperms are died due to acidic secretion of reproductive tract, and remaining sperms move fastly to fallopian tube, and sperms reach to near the ovum in ampulla isthmus junction of fallopian tube. So, in this process, the sperms become physiologically mature and it requires 5 to 6 hours to become able to fertilize an ovum. In short, description of first step is the at the time of copulation, male inseminates the sperm in female vagina. After this, sperm move by uterine and fallopian peristaltic movement and reach into fallopian tube where they fuse with ovum. 400 ml sperm is inseminated in vagina by male, but only 100 sperm can reach to fallopian tube because many sperm die due to acidic environment of the female genital duct. The capability of fertilizing an ovum of its own species is known as sperm capacitation. Now, second step is the entry of sperm into ovum. During fusion, the ovum secrete a chemical substance which is called fertilizing on the surface. Similarly, sperm secrete a chemical which is called as anti-fertilizing on the surface. It means during fusion, both ovum and sperm secrete fertilizing and anti-fertilizing on the surface. By the reaction of fertilizing and anti-fertilizing, ovum and sperm bind together, which is called as sperm agglutination. It means during fusion, antiferligin and fertilizin, which are the hormones or chemical substance of both ovum and sperm, interact each other, resultant ovum and sperm gets attached. This process called as sperm agglutination, because movement only possible in the sperms. Ovum is the fixed in fallopian tube, so sperm bind to the ovum surface. After this, penetration by sperm is a chemical mechanism. In this, acrosome, which is the cape region of sperm head, release sperm lysine enzyme, which dissolve the egg covering corona radiata and zona pellucida and create a path for sperm penetration. Acrosome consists sperm lysine enzyme and it help in the fertilization time. In the penetration process, sperm lysine are acidic proteins because enzymes are protein nature, which contains highly urinidase enzyme, and this enzyme dissolve highly uronic acid found between interstitial cells of corona radiata. It means highly urinidase enzyme of acrosome dissolve the corona radiata membrane, which is the outermost covering of ovum, and acrosine enzyme of acrosome dissolve the zona pellucida, which is the transparent membrane of ovum, and make passage for sperm entry. It means ovum has two covering. Outermost covering called is corona radiata and innermost covering zona pellucida. Zona pellucida attached to the plasma membrane of egg cell. Entry of sperm into ovum is essential to break the both egg covering. So in short, after this, highly urinidase enzyme secreted by acrosome part of sperm, which penetrate the corona radiata, and acrosine enzyme dissolve the zona pellucida and enter into ovum, but tail part of sperm remain outside, only head part move inside the ovum. Let's see the penetration path of sperm in the ovum. It is the ovum structure. Sperms reach to ovum. Inner dotted line of ovum is called as plasma membrane. It is the secondary oocyte form of ovum. Inside, cytoplasm is filled up, and in the center region, spindle apparatus found for meiosis second division, and outside the first polar body is present just near plasma membrane. First covering of secondary side is called as zona pellucida. It is the transparent membrane. Between the zona pellucida and plasma membrane, vitelline membrane is found after fertilization, during fertilization, it converts into fertilization membrane. Acrosome of sperm secrete sperm lysine enzyme which dissolve the both membrane, corona radiata and zona pellucida in one side. Now, sperm penetration path is clear and sperm enter into the ovum cell. Now, third step, cortical reaction. Just after the entry of sperm into the ovum, to stop the entry of other sperms, cortical reaction take place. In this reaction, the cortical granules which present below the plasma membrane of ovum form chemical substances in between the cytoplasm of ovum and vitelline membrane, which prevent the entry of other sperm. It means in cytoplasm below the plasma membrane, cortical granules are present. During fertilization time, these cortical granules form chemical substances due to increase of calcium ions in the cytoplasm between the cytoplasm and vitelline membrane. Resultant vitelline membrane convert into fertilization membrane and become thick. So, this fertilization membrane prevents the further entry of other sperms. In short, it blocks the polyspermy. It means one ovum fertilized only with one sperm, but there are many sperms around the ovum. When one sperm enters into the ovum, other remaining sperms cannot enter into the ovum due to cortical reaction. So, this reaction happens only to prevent entry of other sperms in the ovum. These cortical granules substance fuse with the vitelline membrane and form fertilization membrane. Now, a fertilization cone is formed. After entry of sperm into ovum, the following metabolic activities are induced in the cytoplasm. First activity, a fertilization cone is formed on the surface of the ovum by plasma lemma or plasma membrane because sperm fuse to the plasma membrane and plasma membrane form a cone-like structure on the surface of ovum. Second activity is the vitelline membrane changes into the fertilization membrane. Before entry of sperm, vitelline membrane is the thin, and after entry of sperm, it become thick and convert into fertilization membrane and block the polyspermy. Third activity, movement in cytoplasm begins. Fourth, permeability of plasma membrane is increased due to calcium ions. Fifth, The rate of protein synthesis is increased in ovum, and last step, meiosis second division begins because at the entry of sperm into ovum, only secondary oocyte form occurs in fallopian tube, and maturation second or meiosis second division is remain at the time of fusion of sperm and ovum nuclei. Meiosis second division take place in the secondary oocyte. Before this, only first polar body is formed. Let's see. The metabolic activities induced at the time of cortical reaction. Inside the plasma membrane, cytoplasm is filled up, and in central region, spindle apparatus found. After entry of sperm into ovum, plasma membrane form a cup-like structure or cone-like structure which is called as fertilization cone. Inside cytoplasm, cortical granules are present which form the vitelline membrane thick, and it convert into fertilization membrane and block the other entry of sperms. So, between the plasma membrane and zona pellucida, a other membrane is formed, which role play in fertilization. Now, fourth step, fusion of pronuclei. After entry of sperm in ovum, second maturation, it means meiosis second division take place in secondary oocyte. In ovum, sperm rotate 180-degree angle, due to which mitochondria and proximal centriole related to middle piece reach forward to head, and centrosome carried by sperm divided into two parts and form spindle fiber of the center of active cytoplasm, with the formation of second polar body. Now, one functional ovum and three polar bodies are formed. After that, egg nucleus fused with sperm nucleus and a diploid cell zygote is formed. It means male pronucleus move directly to female pronucleus after following the sperm penetration path. In several circumstances, less changes take place in the sperm path. In such conditions, the part of the path of sperm is known as copulation path. Resultant fusion of pronucleus, a single diploid cell zygote is formed, and this process is called as fertilization. What is the significance of fertilization? It is the another topic of this chapter, and it is the last topic of this chapter. There are many significance of fertilization. First, it stimulates the egg for complete maturation, because before fertilization, egg cell is mature in secondary oocyte form and meiosis second division is remaining in secondary oocyte. And second meiosis division occurs by proximal centrole of sperm. So fertilization is essential for maturation of complete egg. Second significance, it activates the ovum for continuous mitosis division to develop a new organism. After fertilization, zygote divide continuously by mitosis division and form a complete organism. Next, it makes the chromosomes number diploid in human 46 by the fusion of haploid set of male chromosome in the zygote. Another significance, it makes the egg metabolically more active. And next, it joins the characters of two parents and develop variations. Variation occurs due to meiosis division because in meiosis first division, chromosome numbers become half. So variation occurs in developing organisms. So it also helps in the evolution because variations causes evolution. Next function, fertilization help in sex determination is the sex chromosome of sperm is X or Y. When X chromosome of sperm fuse to X chromosome of ovum resultant girl child. Other condition, when Y chromosome sperm fuse to X chromosome of ovum resultant boy child is formed. So it is help in sex determination. It means it is the amphimixis process. Next, formation of fertilization membrane take place after the entry of sperm. We check the polyspermy due to cortical reaction. And last significance is the copulation path determines the division axis in the cytoplasm of ovum. Now, this chapter has been completed.